Welcome back to another episode of the Running Back Podcast. I am your host, Aaron Alexander, alongside Coach Ali.
What's up? How y'all doing?
You laugh first. That wasn't even me this time.
Y'all just hating on me.
No. I wasn't even going to laugh. I heard that.
I was about to keep going and then you started actually laughing.
Nigga, what?
And of course, joined to my right by the infamous Uncle E. What's going on, man?
What's going on? YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and every other thing that we own. How y'all doing?
YouTube, man.
I thought I said YouTube first. I didn't? Yeah, we'll read through it. YouTube twice because it's so nice, man. We back at it.
I like that. We are back. We took a Thanksgiving we hope that you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We took a little bit of a break, but we are back. I'm excited to be back. A lot has happened since we've been gone. The NBA has been shook up. Obviously, college football has continued to roll, and the NFL has continued to be crazy. Very unpredictable season has been going on. So
only in the AFC, right?
Yeah, true. Only in the AFC. The NFC is just kind of. But it has been absolutely fun. So we got a really big show for you guys today. A lot of stuff to cover, and then a pretty interesting pop culture side of things. So excited to get to it. So Ali, do you want to take us into the first segment of the day?
The first segment of the day is college football. We're gonna recap championship week. We're gonna predict some bowl games. Look at the standings of the final college football playoff, and some coaching movement has been happening. A lot of it.
What'd you call it? The coaching carousel?
Coaching carousel, yes,
Boy.
I did. I like that. Alliteration, I'm saying like that. All right, so first things first, we're going to recap championship weekend. Michigan versus Iowa wasn't even close.
Stomped them.
It wasn't even close.
It was a massacre out there. I mean, it was pretty apparent pretty quickly what kind of game it was going to be. Michigan they just never look back. Look, they've had one of the best rushing attacks in football all year. Between Hassan Haskins and Blake Corum, but having a 1-2 punch in the NFL is a huge thing. But having it in college is a whole nother ball game. If you can't bring down one guy, you definitely can't bring down two. And they both have different running styles, and it was a massacre for them. And they got a little bit from Cade McNamara, which they normally don't get. So to have all of that happen and everything, I mean, yeah, Iowa went all that way to kick a field goal. It was not pretty. It was not pretty for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I don't think Iowa would be this bad, but man.
None of us did. But
yeah, they had a rocky season. It wasn't that great. I'm so sorry for them. Not really, but
that's crazy.
But yeah,
not really, bro. You fouled for that one.
Cincinnati tops over Houston in the championship game. A little bit more exciting.
They had to win that game.
It was a big win to finish out. Thus far, a perfect season. 13-0.
Maintain undefeated, boy.
13-0 regular season. So you absolutely love to see that. Desmond Ridder came out and did what we thought he could do. He had a very clean game, 11 of 17 for 190 and 3 touchdowns.
Ooh.
But he didn't have to do a ton because Jerome Ford ran for 187 yards on the ground and put 2 of them things up by himself. So
yeah, Lou Fickell did his job. Got the win, made their playoff hopes alive. Moving on to Utah versus Oregon. Oregon had a shit year. They had one upside, was they beat Ohio State, and after that, they fell down.
That was their highlight of their year.
Yeah, they lost the last 2 out of the last 3 games. It wasn't pretty for them. So
Oregon, who they lose to? It was
Utah.
They lost to Stanford the week after. They lost to Utah in the championship. They lost to Stanford the week after Ohio State, who was unranked at the time.
Yeah,
Oregon took a lot of bad losses. After that win.
Yeah. They got too high and mighty on their horse. So yeah, Utah put a stomping on them. So that happened. Baylor sneaks out a win against Oklahoma State, 21-16.
That was tough, bro. Did you see that last possession?
Yeah, that was good.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That was a fun game.
And you know what the crazy thing is? They tried to make it seem like the tackle was the thing that got him. He started falling way before that, bro. He wasn't getting there for trying. That tackle was just there to help.
It was a very good game, close game, and came down to the final 2 plays of the game. Good. Oklahoma State could have helped their playoff chances, but they failed to live up
when
to
you throw 4 interceptions
Sometimes you can't just throw 4 and think you're gonna win. Not everybody Lamar, bro.
Damn.
It was a tough game out there for the Cowboys, but hey,
It is what it is. Pittsburgh versus Wake Forest. Pittsburgh put a beating on Wake Forest. Wake Forest had a good start to the season, and then
they were undefeated for a while.
Yeah, they were up until like 9-0.
Yeah, and then they had their little Oregon thing. They lost last 3 the last 4 or 5 games of the season. It wasn't a great end to the season. They got blown out by Pittsburgh. Like I said before, that quarterback. Did you see that fake slide? Yeah. I ain't never seen that fake slide.
There's a new NCAA rule coming.
Fake slide.
What?
That once you give yourself up, you better take your ass down and you get rocked.
Wake Forest scored all their points in the first quarter and never scored again.
That's tough. Imagine being up 14-21.
You got a high. Yeah, we in this game. Let's go.
You're like, okay, that's a hype sideline.
And
after
then you
that.
don't score at all.
That's tough.
For 3 quarters
give
straight.
Props to the adjustment, man. They made the adjustment.
You right. You got to you have to give Pittsburgh credit for adjusting to Wake Forest because they were hot. I mean, Sam Hartman got off. He looked like he couldn't miss early on. I mean, in that first one, he was like 11 of 12 in the first quarter and threw both of those touchdowns. And he got to be riding with all-time confidence. And then he would go on to only complete 10 more passes the rest of that game. But hey, it's interesting. And future NFL pick Kenny Pickett came out and did what he was supposed to do. So
there you go. Moving on to the Mountain West, Utah State beats San Diego State. An upset because San Diego State was ranked at the time, and they got blown out by Utah State, 46-13. Wasn't even close. Next game, Louisiana and versus Appalachian State. They beat them.
What?
Appalachian State.
Dang, man, they give college.
Yeah, remember they beat Michigan like 10 years ago. It was all dogging Michigan.
And they have a really good social media team.
Yep, but they lost to Louisiana.
But that's about
the Raging Cajuns. So
Appalachian.
Then
he just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I did. And then last but not least,
of course,
Alabama overtakes Georgia. That Georgia offense is god awful.
I swear,
I mean, but this is like Alabama.
But I understand, but like, if you want to be the best, you gotta at least compete. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta be better than Alabama, but you gotta at least compete with them. It wasn't even a chance.
I mean,
the defense could do all they could, but like, once your offense keep turning the ball over or can't get the first down, 3 and outs, I mean, it puts the beat on your defense. The defense eventually breaks down, and then Alabama took care of that.
Bryce Young's been good this year. He's had his moments of being down, but you would think going up against the number 1 defense in the country, you would expect more out of your defense. Now, granted, Bryce Young has been really good. I think he has a real chance for a Heisman.
I think he is going to win the Heisman, bro. Yeah, he had a 400 game, 3 touchdowns. Come on, against the best defense in the country. Come on now,
that's the way to cap off.
That's a Heisman right there. If I ain't never seen one,
but it's going to be interesting.
I think sometimes Alabama just get like the nudge for being Alabama. Like sometimes they're really good, like year in year out. But when you play a better team, that like on paper they better. But like I think Alabama just get the nod because they're Alabama. Man.
Yeah, but I mean they let him throw 3 and run 1. I mean they didn't even go. I mean Brian Robinson Jr. has been great for Alabama all year, and they didn't even go to him.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes you buy your luck.
All right, man.
All right.
But that will wrap up championship week. And obviously with everything following championship week, that means it's bowl season.
Let's go look at the final standings before we hit the bowls.
Oh, you're right.
Final standings.
Who's in the college playoff rankings? The top 4. Alabama number 1, and Michigan 2, Georgia 3, and Cincinnati 4.
How is Cincinnati like the last?
Well, because
no.
They are the only undefeated team up there.
They're a group of 5. So that has some weight for the committee. I'm just spitballing.
I think
here.
Cincinnati might win the whole thing. Yeah, Cincinnati will win the whole thing for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like them to, but I mean, the reason they have them down is because it's their strength of schedule. I mean, they beat Notre Dame, who was ranked at the time.
They had two top 25 wins. Houston was one, Notre Dame, and
I want to say SMU was 25 at the time that they beat them, but I'm not. Don't fact check me on
that.
Okay, you said don't fact check.
But yeah, so I mean, they have 3 good wins on the ledger. SMU is not as impressive, but I mean,
it's still top 25 wins.
Yeah, Houston and Notre Dame are two. Even though I believe Notre Dame's the most overrated college football program.
Yes,
ever.
I agree.
Okay, let's not go that far.
Yeah.
They're the most overrated college
Bro,
football program.
they
We
always
believe
go
in
to
Notre Dame.
If you put them in any, if you put them in the Big Ten, they're getting thraxed every year. You put them in the SEC, they're getting thraxed every year.
ACC is probably the best chance.
Yeah, because they would only have to see like Clemson.
Clemson, maybe Pitt.
Yeah, maybe
Occasionally
Clemson.
Wake Forest.
Maybe a Virginia Tech if it's a good year for their
Yeah,
DBs. You know,
there's
what I'm
about
saying?
4 teams that I can name that possibly they can have trouble with, but that's a bit.
But yeah, you put them in the Big Ten, they're gonna be Nebraska.
They got to play like 6-7 teams in the Big Ten.
They'll,
Hey,
they'll
man.
be Nebraska because they would lose to Penn State, they would lose to Michigan, they would lose to Michigan
They
State.
might have a chance to Big 12. You know what I'm saying? Texas and Oklahoma's leaving, so
They could do Big 12 all offense.
Cincinnati's in
Man.
Big 12 now. You know, so Houston is too.
Facts.
So
You know, hey.
it'll be interesting.
Man, we love Notre Dame.
Going down to round out the top 10, Notre Dame 5, Ohio State 6, 7 Baylor, 8 Ole Miss, 9 Oklahoma State, and 10 Michigan State. Utah, then Pittsburgh,
Big
BYU, Oregon's 14,
It's every year, man.
Big Ten
Iowa
football.
15, Oklahoma 16, Wake Forest 17, NC State 18, Clemson 19. They are ranked. I don't understand. Houston 20, Arkansas 21. Arkansas shouldn't be ranked at all. Kentucky
You
22,
disrespect Arkansas, man.
Louisiana 23, 24 San Diego State, and to round off the top 25, Texas A&M.
What happened to the Citadel, bro? Man, they
Citadel
trying
right now in 500.
they trying to dog my Citadel, man. We rep Citadel out here.
All right, so that's the top 25, the final rankings. Let's go some prediction for the bowl games. What's the record? Here, look at the Citadel. Bro, y'all at the bottom of the league? I y'all at the bottom. Y'all 4-7.
Hey, man, we still rep Citadel out here.
Y'all losing to Chattanooga and Mercer.
Who in the blue fuck is Chattanooga?
Hey, so you telling me whatever conference, the Southern Conference, Alabama really just playing these guys? They played Mercer this year. They played the Citadel last year.
They also play Chattanooga.
What the fuck going on, Alabama?
They got playing with this shit. What the fuck is
Bro,
this?
who is this? They ain't
They
win.
got a good basketball team, but that football team trash. Yes,
Yeah, they ain't win a single
I
game.
thought that's
that's for like that's for people that
Oh,
can't make
my
it to
goodness.
like, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, they still D1, ain't they?
Yeah, the D1, but like they FCS and like that's people that's like 1-star. Oh, I made the team, but like I didn't even play, so like I go to your team. You're like, oh, here you go.
Spartanburg, South Carolina. Interesting. Okay.
If you get a scholarship from Wofford, that's the only scholarship.
It's free education.
That's true, but like you just ask football player.
I mean, it could be like a stepping stone
Never
type of thing.
NFL player from Wofford.
Well, see, it might be one of those things where you play good, then transfer
Yeah,
over
you transfer somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's
it's
a
like
stepping stone. It's basically
like OSU.
It's like a JUCO. Excuse me?
Joe Burrow. I just say that for the fun of it. I just say that for the fun of it, Joe Burrow.
Okay, whatever.
That was priceless.
Let's go to the
Really
bowl
putting out a
games.
whole lot of NFL stars.
We have we want to predict 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 bowl games, 9 bowl games. Sorry,
All right, let's
That's
see.
a lot of bowl games.
that's not a lot. All right, first game we're gonna predict is the Citrus Bowl on New Year's
Featuring
Day.
who?
Iowa versus Kentucky.
Iowa all the way.
Kentucky. Let's do it.
I'm going Kentucky as well.
Kentucky's a hot team, man. Yeah, Iowa just, the only thing I'll say is Iowa will be trying to do something after getting embarrassed by Michigan.
I'm gonna get all these right. Iowa.
But Kentucky, I believe in you.
All right, Outback Bowl.
These,
You guys are silly.
I'm waiting for like
They get like bowl bags, like the players, like they get bags of like prizes and stuff for going to all these bowl games. Some of them are really cool. I wonder what they get for the Outback Bowl.
I'm waiting for the
Some
Olive
Outback
Garden
gift
Bowl.
cards.
Low key, I'm sure that's in
I'll go.
What's like a restaurant you wouldn't want to be in a bowl game
Long
for?
John Silver's.
Okay, fair. I like the best one. Long John Silver's Bowl.
What
Like
about Tony the Tiger Bowl? That's a bowl game.
the what?
Tony the Tiger Bowl.
Why don't they
Like
just call
Frosted
it? Why don't you
Flakes,
say the
nigga?
Frosted Flake Bowl? Like
No, it says Tony the Tiger, bro. Look, Tony the Tiger Bowl.
It's in El Paso. Is Frosted Flakes made in El Paso or something?
dang, that's
Outback Bowl,
tough.
Penn State versus Arkansas. Who you guys got?
Penn State.
Penn State too.
Yeah.
All right. That's kind of quick.
I mean, it's Penn State, bro. It's Penn State football. Hey, you know your mic's muted? Well,
Yes, man.
Damn. Good thing.
it's okay.
Peach Bowl. Let's go Peach Bowl.
Peach Bowl.
Michigan State versus Pittsburgh. Ooh, what's an interesting matchup?
Michigan State versus Pittsburgh. I give to Michigan State. Kenneth Walker is that dude.
Pittsburgh.
Ooh,
Pittsburgh got a horrible run defense, and Kenneth Walker is probably the best pure runner in college football.
I'm gonna get them all right. Pittsburgh.
Gotcha, man.
I'm gonna go Michigan State on this one.
Where is the Outback Bowl?
The Outback Bowl.
Fiesta Bowl. We got Notre Dame versus Oklahoma State.
Notre Dame.
You got Notre Dame.
Okay,
Notre
State.
Dame.
Let's do it.
Notre Dame all the time.
Most overrated program in college football history.
They getting that Fiesta Bowl.
You said,
You know what's crazy? They don't even get no Frosted Flakes for the Tony the Tiger Bowl.
no free Frosted
They
Flakes.
get a Sun Bowl gift suite card, a Sun Bowl gift suite, a time. They get a watch, a fleece pullover, a backpack.
That's if you win, or is that
This is just for showing up.
Oh, that's not fun.
A hat with the stuff on there, and they get a coin.
Thanks a lot.
They don't even get no Frosted Flakes.
Rose Bowl. We got Ohio State versus Utah.
Right,
Ohio
Ohio
State.
Stay okay.
Okay, Ohio State. That's easy.
All right, here's the Outback Bowl. So they get a Fossil watch, $125 Amazon gift
Dang, a
card,
fossil. Oh, yeah, that's a fossil watch, bro.
and an Outback Steakhouse gift card. They don't say how much it is, and they get the hat as well.
Probably $100.
It's probably like $50 because they cheap.
Get you a nice,
Shit, the Alamo Bowl kind of. You get AirPods,
Oh.
$115 gift card, a Michael Kors watch, a
Alamo
helmet,
Bowl.
and
bro.
a team panoramic photo.
All right.
The photo too. That's a
That's a nice look.
The Alamo,
Hey, I'm
bro.
talking about the Alamo Bowl.
Look at this. The Rose Bowl, you get a Fossil watch, a backpack, and a snapback. Like, what? That's the Rose Bowl is one of the biggest games in college football, but they out here at the the Citrus Bowl, you get a $400 Best Buy gift card. And
That's a P5 right there.
Elite.
That's most of the payment. Yeah, you got to pay for taxes and the other $100.
That's crazy. This I feel like this doesn't match though. The
Rose
Alamo Bowl
Bowl's
is
here. Rose Bowl's in LA too. You going? What the fuck you getting?
That's crazy.
Experience?
I guess. What you get for the Sugar Bowl? An Armani watch, a book,
A book.
Book.
a hat, some socks. And
Man,
then
the Sugar Bowl and the Rose Bowl, the biggest bowls, they got the shittiest items.
That's crazy. Well, if you
If
go
I
to
get a
the-
book in my bag, I'm slapping
if you
somebody.
go to the Birmingham Bowl, you just get a book, the coin, another book, and a bucket hat.
You can get 2 books. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed, bro. I want no damn books.
Fuck. Oh, this kind of nice. Okay. So for the
Gator Bowl.
yeah, the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, you get noise canceling headphones. I
Look,
assume,
already the headphones
Skull
already.
candy.
I assume they're like Bose. They're probably like Bose headphones.
It don't matter. The headphones alone be
A
like half of these
Bluetooth
bowls.
speaker inside of a personalized box. Oh, that's a nice little touch.
Skull candy.
Some brand of sunglasses, Maui Jim, and they get them fitted to your face. A Fossil watch, a book bag, and then you get that same book that you get at like every.
Man,
see this?
fossil watches, bro. They
So you saying with the weaker bowls got better prices than
That's
the
what
bowl?
it sound like, bro. What
That's
you get for
crazy.
that?
All right, let's keep going. The Sugar Bowl. We got Baylor versus Ole Miss.
I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
I'm going Ole Miss too. I like Lane Kiffin.
I'm
I
in
do
Ole
like
Miss.
my kids, but Baylor, just, I'm gonna go Baylor. I like the way they played, man. I'm gonna rock with Baylor.
Ole Miss, man. The alma mater of who? Super Bowl champion Michael Orr.
Thought you was gonna say Eli Manning.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I was gonna rush you if you said that shit. I was like, bro, out of all the
Is he not a
names.
Super Bowl champion? 2-time? Over Tom
So
Brady?
Michael Orr,
I mean, but
All right.
Baltimore.
Then the semifinals of the college football playoffs. We
Yikes.
got the Cotton Bowl first.
right.
Alabama versus Cincinnati. Bama.
Cincinnati. They've been playing stellar football all year. It has to translate. This right here. And if they beat them, they the favorites at that point.
Hey, if you bet on Cincinnati, they beat Alabama, you're gonna get a lot of bread.
Man, Desmond Ritter, I think he's better than Bryce. Or not better. He's more ready for the moment than Bryce Young.
Bryce Young with that dog though. He a dog.
I really,
That'd be a big ass upset.
that would be
Cincinnati.
a crazy upset.
That'd be a crazy upset. I mean, I'm not.
And
I'll
they
be happy
looked
regardless.
they looked really, really comfortable against Notre Dame. Like, the score doesn't tell the whole story. Watching the game, they looked very comfortable. So I think it's
You said Notre Dame's overrated, so
Notre Dame is overrated, the most overrated. But I gotta go with Bama. I think it'll be close, but I'm gonna say Bama.
yeah, it's gonna be close for sure.
What'd you say, Ali?
Bama. Orange Bowl, Michigan versus Georgia.
Georgia.
I don't like Georgia's offense at all.
Georgia has a horrible offense.
But I think they'll stop whatever Michigan will put out.
But if your defense is only doing the work
You
and
understand
the
what I'm
offense
saying.
is not doing the work, the defense is gonna collapse, just like they did against Alabama. And Michigan is kind of balanced on defense and offense.
I'll go with Georgia just because I like their chance. Michigan without their run game is nothing.
You heard it here first.
So
Georgia, Cincinnati, championship game. Cincinnati wins it.
if they can,
Okay, so you got
what a call.
Place your bets.
Okay, it's going to be a rematch, guys. It's going to be Georgia, Alabama.
Nope.
And I think this time Georgia comes out hungrier and they do it.
Okay.
okay. You said Georgia wins the championship.
Yeah. That's for you, Isaiah.
Or Orange Bowl. I don't like Michigan. I mean, not Michigan. I don't like Michigan at all, but I don't like Georgia's offense at all. Like, I just don't think they're.
Yeah, but we've seen what Michigan look like when they struggle to run the ball.
That is true.
And you
But like, can you count on it to like? I mean, it's Georgia defense, but like,
exactly Georgia defense.
but the offense is so bad. Like the defense got kicked.
the offense is bad, but they can run the ball effectively, and I like Georgia's defense much more than I like Michigan's.
Of course,
They do have that Haskins kid off the edge who is fantastic, but he's not good at stopping the run. He just gets to your quarterback, and they're not going to
who
put the
for Michigan?
Yeah.
Hutchinson.
rather, yeah, not Haskins. But yeah, and he plays the run on the way to the quarterback, which if he gets faked out, he's fucked. So, and that's their like staple guy. Everybody else is just.
I'm gonna go Georgia.
I made my call crazy.
And I think Bama's gonna
He
win.
did step out on the limb.
I think Bama's gonna win
You
the
think Bama win the
championship.
championship?
I just can't go against Nick Saban.
I think Georgia comes back with a vengeance, man.
I can't go against Nick Saban. He just does it. I don't know how he
Cincinnati
does it, but he just does it.
Hey, but you know what? I'm secretly rooting for Cincinnati, though.
Of course. I want Lou Fickle to win.
It's facts.
Man.
You pick Cincinnati.
Yes.
So those are locked in predictions, man.
Yep. I'll save this for after New Year's, and we get back to you on that. Okay. Let's move on to the coaching carousel. First things first.
Jesus.
It's
Lincoln, Riley. Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
I can
Go ahead. You ain't.
Whoa.
yeah, man. I just
Hey, wait a minute. How come you don't get on him like you get on me when I go ahead of you?
because you just
You do
said
it.
nonsense.
Because you don't be listening, dog.
You went out of here.
You be
Go ahead, man. You got it.
But yeah, man, it's Lincoln Riley kicked off the coaching carousel by making still the biggest move I think college football seen in quite some time, leaving a program that he has been
First
at.
things first. I'm sorry to cut you off,
I mean?
but fuck all these coaches. You know why? Because they sell these kids a dream and then leave them in the dirt when something happens.
I mean, you gotta do what's best for your family.
But
I mean, I understand what
you
you're
can't
saying.
tell your kids like, "Hey, listen,
I
y'all.
understand what you're
I've been
saying.
looking at this job right here at USC or LSU or Notre Dame. I think it might leave."
Why would he discuss that with recruits?
That would
Even his current
to all the
players.
people as current players.
Fuck them niggas.
Okay.
Hey,
Your
man.
job is to take care of who you got
Exactly.
right then.
Players come and go, but wins always stay.
Because if he does, because why would he say, "Oh, guys, I'm looking at this job at USC." Because now his team is like, "Well, damn, what about us?" You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
y'all.
You here right now. So now he's losing the locker room. Mm-hmm. And it's already hectic in there because the guy who was supposed to be the guy, Spencer Rattler, he asked.
Man, he went from number
You know,
one pick
he's
to seventh round.
Well, he's not
Seventh
even
round.
going in the draft this year. He's going back to play another year of college football because he was stuck at a.
Where at?
He didn't
You know,
announce where he
JUCO
transferred yet.
because
He's transferring somewhere. And then
You gonna be a last chance of you?
but they expect Caleb Williams to transfer now too.
Oh yeah, because he lost his offensive guru, and Lincoln Riley.
But yeah, so Lincoln Riley goes over to USC to try to get them to put some life back into the program. And funny enough, the day he signs, Oklahoma loses 4 of their top recruits.
I'm not surprised.
2 of which flip to USC, where Lincoln Riley is going to be at. And the other 2 have not yet decided, but both have USC listed in their top 4 schools.
I mean, why not go to USC? I mean, it's LA. You still got a scholarship.
Mm-hmm. It's LA.
It's LA.
I mean, if you're an offensive player, I don't know how many more coaches or how many coaches I would want to play for more than Lincoln Riley. I mean,
man, no, he a snake, but like, damn, it's like, I mean, LA, Lincoln Riley, I gonna play a lot.
LA,
bitches in LA,
LA.
Yeah, I mean, USC is a top job, and they knew they couldn't get Mike Tomlin, so I mean,
and Mike Tomlin went to college.
Was he really an option?
Yeah.
I don't think
Mike Tomlin. He'd be a good recruiter, Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, I mean,
but like, was he really like an option?
Why not? USC got money,
but like,
but they said there was
no.
You
want to take an NFL coach?
But like, was he really an option?
He said there was no.
Was that feasible for him to leave?
Could they pay him that money to live in LA over Pittsburgh? He's gonna take that money.
I don't know.
You telling me if you're a coach, and you live in like a cold ass state, right?
Yeah.
And I say, hey, I want you to come in for 5 years and pay you $100 million. You gonna say no?
You're gonna say no to LA? I'm gonna be a buck with you. If Mike Tomlin was like, I even go as far as say late 30s, single, cool, chilling, I'd have been like, yeah, sure. Dude's like 50. What are you gonna do in like LA?
That old, but
he ain't 50. I think he's 50. Fact check me real quick. But I'm not. But I'm saying. What I'm saying, like, I don't, and he has a rapport in Pittsburgh, even when he's doing not so well.
Close to it.
What was he like?
49.
Oh, he's only 1 year off, but yeah.
I'm saying.
You're telling me you still saying no to $100 million in LA?
I just think he's so legendary.
The Pittsburgh doesn't replace coaches, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you get to play for and this is coming from somebody who's a Browns fan. I mean, Pittsburgh is a cornerstone franchise of this league.
They had like 4 coaches in the last 20 years.
Exactly. So
I think it's 4 coaches in like the last like 50 years.
I'm saying,
yeah.
So I believe that. So maybe he was on the list, but he wasn't.
But I mean, you think people usually will go to college in order to get a job in the NFL. Mike Tomlin, while the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't good necessarily, it's an NFL job. It's stability. You ain't getting fired.
He's a good franchise, to be honest.
Yeah. And this is probably one of his worst seasons. Still over 500. Crazy enough.
Yeah, he has never had a losing season.
He had
what I'm saying?
9-7 season or 8-8.
He had an 8-8 season last year.
Yeah, so.
You see what I'm saying? So you know what?
Mason Rudolph at the helm.
He not a loser. He a winner. He won 2 championships in his first 5 years.
When we mention NFL,
so Lincoln Riley.
You gotta be kidding me, man! But continue.
Lincoln Riley kicking it off. I can't until we get to the other studio. Lincoln Riley kicking it off, making the big move and shaking it up. And like I said, USC flipping all of those recruits, including the number 1 running back in this upcoming class. I mean, and I think the transfer portal was looking crazy after that as well. So I expect.
I think Spencer might go to USC. Spencer Rattler.
I don't think he believes in Spencer Rattler. I think he wants Caleb Williams more than Spencer Rattler.
Fair enough. Let's move on to Miami. They got their guy Mario Cristobal. He's actually a Florida native. So
name like that.
So I guess that's a good hire because like one, he's able to recruit the Florida guys because he's from Florida.
Well, he played there.
Boom. That's even better. He knows the area very, very well. He got a nice chunk of change. Manny Diaz wasn't cutting it, so they cut his ass. So what was that? Speaking of Ryan leaving Oklahoma, they signed DC from Clemson, Brent Venables. Sorry.
Might as well just say Chernobyl and the same thing.
Yeah, but he was with the program for a little while already, so he knows what's going on.
So, I mean, I think he'd be a good head coach. The only thing is, in college, not only can you be a coach, can you recruit. So, like, you got to be able to do both. If you can't do both, you're going to lose.
See, I don't think sometimes. I think recruiting don't really just fall on the head coach most times. Something you got to have a team.
There's some other things that their scheme.
But head coach has a heavy factor. And
I think they get the final say, but I don't know. Like,
I don't
no,
think it's- I just think
the final say.
if you're somebody like, again, if you're a quarterback, if you're a running back, if you're a wide receiver, you want to play at USC now because of Lincoln Riley.
Mm-hmm.
You probably want to go to Ohio State because of Ryan Day. If you're a running back, you probably want to be at Michigan playing for Harbaugh.
I'm saying, like, these guys have specialty roles. So, like,
so you ain't out here being like, dang, I want to play for Luke Fickell.
I mean, some
if
players.
I'm a defensive player, yeah, I'll play.
Yeah, like there are guys who want to do
If
this.
I want defense, I'm like, Luke will get me right.
Because what you want to do, right, as a Division I college athlete at one of these, big programs, you want to be able to showcase your skills in the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can get to a school, you know what I'm saying, where you can have a chance to do that and be in the best fit, yeah, you're gonna choose that over, what the rest of the team looks like, what maybe some amenities you might be giving up, like being in Oklahoma versus being in LA type of thing, or or whatever else comes with it.
I want to play in Oklahoma.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not ideal, but shit, Kyler Murray sucked it up for 2 years, and look at him now.
There we go.
I mean, is it any better in Arizona?
All right,
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's move on. Brian Kelly leaves Notre Dame, and Marcus Freeman, the DC, goes and take his spot. I love that video he had on Twitter when he came out the room, busted open like Superman, and was like, "Yo, I'm here, I'm back, I'm staying." And the rest of his assistants stay too. So,
That's good. That's good.
That's not a good look for Brian Kelly, though. The fact that none of your assistants wanted to go with you to LSU.
You a bad man, bro.
Maybe he wanted a new field. Maybe he said,
He wanted to bring them, and they were like, nah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, I'm staying here, guys. I'm not going to LSU with the fake accent.
You know what's hilarious, though? Brian Kelly's daughter still is at Notre Dame. She doesn't graduate until May, and, like, she was talking about on Twitter and stuff how she's getting booed going to class every day.
That's gonna be a long 6 months for her.
Yeah.
Yo, boo.
Speaking of Brian Kelly, he is now the head coach of Louisiana State University.
Home of Shaquille O'Neal.
He has a fake accent after being there for 2 days. That's not like a bad thing.
What do you mean? You sound like the Colonel or something?
No, he was like, my family.
The Colonel, bro.
We love being here, my family. So, but Brian Kelly's there. He's a good coach. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
he gets you production.
Yeah.
But he's not winning anything. He's barely winning championships. Barely winning conference. So, I mean, they're gonna get like at least 10 wins. I mean, I don't know.
Fair enough.
So.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting change when coaches, especially and some other coaches, getting extensions. The Michigan State coach got that big 10-year, $95 million contract, and the Nebraska coach Scott Frost got extended, and quite a few other coaches.
I'd retire after them 10 years. I'm good.
Yeah, $95 million, boy.
Oh, PJ Fleck is staying in Minnesota. He's on a rumor for NFL job.
7-year extension too. Dang.
At least I'm not going nowhere.
I mean, they went
5 years annually, $5 million a piece.
So 7 years, $35 million. That ain't bad.
Man,
And you probably got some incentives in there too, like being ranked, winning that bowl games, all that stuff. You get bonuses throughout that contract. So
damn, Mike Gundy's not going nowhere. He got another 5-year extension.
shout out to you, PJ Flack.
Oh yeah, James Franklin with a 10-year extension. Okay,
75. 75 guaranteed.
That's probably a $100 million contract.
Damn. Boy, they
love these.
And then the Wake Forest coach got his extension too, but I mean they started 9-2, so I mean
and they ended 2 they lost 3 last
Oh,
games.
so 9-5.
Yeah, so-
it's still good. Still good production.
it's Wake Forest, man.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Wake
sure.
Forest
They're a
especially.
basketball school.
That's true. They got Tim Duncan and Chris Paul.
Facts.
Let's move on to another football sport, NFL, the pros.
Another football sport.
You caught that, didn't you?
So, yeah.
Let's just get into it. It's week 13 NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for us to update our, see how we're doing with our picks. I'm scared to see it because like some teams are struggling, some teams are thriving, and I don't know if we picked them.
I'm already knowing I did.
I think the Patriots are like the one team that no one saw them. Yeah, Patriots. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, we knew Bill Belichick was going to be that guy, but I mean, we did not think Mac Jones was going to have any.
Hey,
this
Mac
big
Jones,
impact.
Respect to that man.
You know,
They was laughing at him.
Well, I was laughing the way how he walked out the draft room because he
I
was
want to
walking.
show you this video from our old episode, but I'm gonna show it to you off camera.
Okay. Let's go. First things first. Who wants to go first?
I'll go for it. I'll take the hits first.
Okay. Well, we all picked the Bills, and Bills are struggling.
The Bills are 7-5 right now.
But they're second.
They are second, but they just lost
2 out of 3 games. 2 out of 3 games. 2 out of 4 games. Whoever it was.
I think 2 out of 3.
I think they're on a losing streak right now.
I mean, they lost 1 game.
Yes.
But I mean, Mac Jones came out. He threw the ball 3 times, and they beat the Bills.
The Bills are struggling. They are in 7th place in the AFC.
Yeah.
They are falling.
And Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer were not too happy with the media asking them, was it embarrassing that they got ran all over? And they walked out of the media session, but like, yeah, nigga, it is embarrassing.
After that, the Browns.
I could have told you that. I could have.
I could tell you that. The Titans. You picked Titans. They're second, so you're still good right there.
Yeah.
but Derrick
Man, without Derrick Henry, they're actually doing well.
And they had a bye. 8-4. You're
Hey,
straight.
bro, they doing well without him. Like, props to them.
The Chiefs for the AFC
are back
West.
on top.
Yep.
Yeah,
they getting better. They're number 4 in the AFC.
They on a 5-game winning streak.
And then you got the Ravens in the wild card, Chargers, and the Patriots in the wild card. But they're not wild card. They're number 1 right now.
But I got them in the playoffs, though.
The Chargers are 5th, and the Ravens are 3rd. So, right, besides the Browns,
Then okay.
all your teams are in the playoffs right now. So there you go. I'll go next.
Alright.
I got the same AFC. So
Right.
I got the Colts though for the wild card. They're in the hunt. Number 9. I got the Chargers and I got the Ravens.
I think my NFC is going to be fucked up here.
Yeah, so the Chargers and Ravens, I got those. So only thing I got wrong is the Colts.
Okay.
Everyone in the Browns. So I got 2 out of 7 wrong.
Okay. And
You got the Bills. Mm-hmm. Like I said, number 7. They got the Ravens. They're number 4. The Titans number 2. The Chiefs number 4. The Colts. You also beat the Colts. So you also beat the Browns. And you got the Chargers.
I picked the Browns. Dang, I was dumb.
I was damn. So me are 5 out of 7, and Aaron is 6 out of 7 so far.
Come on, Browns, get it together.
NFC. Who wants to go first?
I'll take it this one.
Are you
Okay,
taking
okay,
it?
okay.
Because the NFC was my weakest one.
I'm about to say, I know my NFC is.
You got Cowboys. Smart, very smart.
You did believe in Michael Parsons?
Well, listen. After we do it, I want to talk about the Cowboys and and the other team. Okay. Packers, smart choice. Mm-hmm. And there. Bucks, no smart choice. 49ers.
Which is the tough one. That is.
You know what's funny? I can't even say that anymore because they're number 7 in the playoffs.
They are in the playoffs.
I can't. Over here got it.
You got the Panthers though.
With the way they started, you had to believe they was there.
So you got 4.
Man, you can't doubt the Panthers start off crazy, man.
You got
Bruh.
All right, you got the Eagles. Eagles are number 8. They're on the bubble. And the Bears. Oh my God, you keep
the Bears.
So you got 4 out of 7.
Man.
4 out of 7 on the NFC. All right.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go next for the
All right,
NFC.
go ahead, let's do it.
I got Washington football team for the NFC
I'm
East.
pretty sure I got them.
But listen though. Listen. About the NFC.
They are on a 4-game winning streak.
No. They are in the playoffs, so it's not funny. So we're in the playoffs right now. Also, they have a chance to beat the Cowboys for the division because they play them twice.
And they got they're hot right now. Like I said,
Yeah,
they got the longest.
if they
winning
beat
streak.
them, I think if they beat them once, they have a good chance of winning the division. But they beat them twice, I think they will win the division.
Yeah, they beat them twice.
Are they already played already?
No, they didn't play the Cowboys
They're
twice. They got Cowboys twice and they got the Eagles again one time. So
Which they should be able to beat the Eagles.
So
and
yeah,
beat
so if they beat the Cowboys twice, they gonna win the division. I don't care no one says.
that's gonna be okay.
So right now I'm 1 for 1. I got Packers 2 for 2, Bucks 2 for 2, 3 for 3. I'm sorry.
Right.
49ers 4 for 4. Now they number 7. They're number 7 right now. So 4 for 4. Cowboys 5 for 5. Vikings.
And they just lost
to the fucking Lions. Oh my god! I was so mad.
And
so
they would have been in the wild card if they had won.
Oh my god!
That was the funny part. They were there.
They let Jared Goff walk off.
About the Lions too. So Phil Yates posted a tweet with the circle parody. Yeah, so circle parody is basically one team beats another team but loses to a different team. So so everyone beats one team but they lost to a different team. It's weird.
Still make the playoffs.
Yeah, so it's weird. And then I got the Rams. So I got 6 out of 7. It's better than 4 out of 7.
It's better than 4 out of 7.
But the Rams been underperforming.
Yeah,
recently.
But they're still in the playoffs. They're still in the playoffs race right now. And then Aaron, you got Washington football team in the playoffs. 4 for 1. Mm-hmm. Packers, Bucks, Rams. 4 out of 4. Mm-hmm. 49ers, 5 out of 5. Seahawks.
I picked the Seahawks over the Cardinals. I picked the Seahawks over the Cardinals. Dang.
But no one saw the Cardinals. None of us saw the Cardinals doing this high. 10-2. Come on.
I mean, I specifically remember saying that 3 of these 4 teams could make the playoffs.
No, we all said that.
And right now, 3 of these 4 teams are in the playoffs. It's just not the Seahawks.
It's just the Seahawks. And you also had the Saints.
Ooh.
See, even I knew not to pick the Saints because they didn't even draft a quarterback.
Yeah, their offense is not. Michael Thomas is still out. The quarterback situation is bad.
Bro, listen.
So Michael Thomas.
I think.
It's still one of their best players.
I knew the Falcons was going to be trash.
Yes.
I thought the Panthers were going to be better, but not.
The Saints are worse than the Falcons.
I mean, well, they all have the same record. They're all 5 and 7.
Damn, I love. That's crazy. So you got 5 out of 7 for NFC.
I got
6
4.
out of 7. 4 out of 7.
I just didn't anticipate Jameis Winston leaving his ACL in the field. That's the only.
I mean, they weren't going.
So
I mean, so you did the best with the NFC.
Yep. And then he got the best with the AFC, I think. No, you did.
Yeah.
You got the 6.
Yeah, you got 6.
Yeah.
So you just not that good.
You just not good at predicting where people gonna be.
What you mean?
We still got 4 more weeks.
The rest of the season.
It can shake out,
we got 5 more weeks left because they won't play 12 games, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 17 total games.
Yeah, so I forgot. Sorry. So we got 5 more weeks left. So anything can change in those 5 weeks, and we'll come back at the end of the season to see what is the final rankings and who wins the prediction game. All right,
man.
So it's interesting though. I like it.
I mean, 5 more weeks. Panthers could make a playoff spot.
I mean, if they win out.
I mean, a lot of our teams can win out. I mean, the Browns can win out. The Saints can win out.
I'm about to say the NFC South. I mean,
the Vikings can win out. I don't know.
The Vikings look weird.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying anything happen. I don't know.
It's weird. Vikings, y'all weird.
Russell Wilson, get together, man. I need you.
Yeah, I need you for fantasy. My goodness.
Bruh, you was on the brink of leaving and you stayed. And great job,
Well, he stayed because he had no option. I don't know why he was I think he ran out of time.
Can you see him if he went to the Saints?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't love their receiving core as much as I love their
I
like their offensive line a lot better.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Let's go. Speaking of the playoff race, let's just talk about the playoff race.
Yeah.
AFC, we got, like we said, Patriots, number 1, Titans, Ravens, Chiefs, Chargers, Cincinnati, and
I really
Bills.
needed Cincinnati to beat the Chargers, and they fumbled.
I kind of saw them losing. That was tough.
That's what's so weird. Like, Cincinnati comes out and they look dominant in some of these games, and then
they fold.
They just do, and like it's not injury. It's like what is it?
It's the same with the Chargers too, though. They almost evenly matched in terms of like.
That's actually very accurate.
Yeah,
it's almost like they doppelgang, bro.
Out of the bubble, the AFC is still wide open. Like anything can happen. Like
literally,
it's like a 2-game, 3-game lead for the top spot. So like anything can happen in the last 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for anyone that's in the bubble, Steelers, Colts, Raiders, Browns, and Broncos.
How are the Browns still in the bubble?
I don't know, but we're still in the bubble. All right.
They just give anybody the bubble. I'm in the bubble.
So listen, out of those 5 teams, who do you think has the best chance of winning? Can
you name those 5 teams one more time?
Steelers, Colts, Raiders, Browns, and Broncos.
The Colts have the best chance.
I don't know. The Raiders ain't that bad of a pickup either, man. Like, really think about it.
The Raiders are the Raiders for a reason because they always like to choke.
Yeah,
Derek Carr has really fallen off from that hot start he's had.
They have, like you said before in the beginning of the season, they have a good first half.
Yeah.
The second half, they always fall off. They always disappoint their fans.
They literally do. You get off, you see Darren Waller looks like one of the best tight ends in football. He forgets how to catch the ball.
Waller.
Hunter Renfrow just forgets how to run routes half the time. And then Derek Carr never looks like he's on the same page with any of his guys. And then Josh Jacobs is always in and out of the lineup. So it's not much the Raiders can
Darren
do.
Waller,
I think
bro. He looked lost, bro.
Dude,
He looked
why do you think
lost.
the Colts have the best chance?
I think with
Carson Wentz is doing it. You want to say
Carson Wentz is playing okay. Jonathan Taylor has been great. I think of all those guys, all those teams that you mentioned, the Colts and the Browns have the two best defenses.
John Taylor's offensive player of the year running.
Yeah, and then Jonathan Taylor, right now has to be looked at as the favorite offensive player of the year.
So the Colts have in the last 5 games, Patriots next, Cardinals. Last 4 games, I'm sorry. Patriots, Cardinals, Raiders, and Jaguars.
They're winning 2 of those games.
2-2, that ain't,
But see,
2-2 makes them 9-7.
But see,
9-8,
the
9-8.
Browns, we got to play the Ravens again, and we got to play the Packers. The only thing,
y'all gotta play Steelers again.
Yep.
I'm not worried about the Steelers again.
We got Ravens, Raiders, Packers, Steelers,
And y'all
Bengals.
gotta play the Bengals again. But y'all beat the Bengals,
always-
which is weird.
I don't know what it is. When Baker Mayfield plays the Bengals, he turns into a different guy.
Hey,
We play Bengals every year. Every game.
He's never throw. I think I saw a stat that he's averaging 315 against the Bengals, and he's got I think 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, some shit like that.
Man, shout out to my man's DJ Killer, bro. He said, call this man Cooker Mayfield because he ain't baking shit.
It's kind of tough because they all have tough schedules. And
What's the Browns schedule next? What, 5? 4?
We got Ravens, Raiders,
Packers,
and Steelers,
and Bengals.
and the Bengals.
I mean, you can win 2, 3.
And then Denver has still got to play their last game of their division
Denver's
rivals.
not gonna.
So the Broncos are not. Yeah.
I don't think Denver has a chance of making it for real.
Then Vegas, they play the last 5 is Chiefs, Browns, Broncos, Colts, Raiders. Chargers.
They got one
Raiders
win.
Yeah.
Iffy.
It's either gonna be the Colts or the Browns, and I think
it's gonna be the Colts.
the Browns can do it, but we gotta steal.
We gotta fix our
we
own
gotta either steal a game against the
I'm
Ravens.
gonna go Colts because I feel like Jonathan Taylor he's healthy unless he gets hurt.
No, I'm sticking with the Browns, man. We'll steal a game. We're either gonna steal the Packers or the Ravens game.
I don't know, man. The Browns are the Browns on paper at the start of the season. You would have been yeah, man, they gonna
win
contend.
the division, and I don't think it wasn't a crazy idea to think that they were going to.
On
win
paper,
the
you have Odell healthy. You had Jarvis Landry, that combo, running back pairs. You weren't super injured. Here and there. You just added Jadeveon Clowney.
Our offense our defense is getting better every game. They allow 20 points or less in half the season. So
last 5 games.
Yeah. So
you know what's scary though? Y'all
we got 4 picks last game. We still lost.
Only man to do it in the
1 in
NFL.
57 all time.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but those are the things. Those were the criticisms come in. It was. There's no reason you get 4 takeaways and cash in with 3 points.
Yeah.
I think the Browns are just they don't want to make the smart decision. They want to make the great decision, if that makes sense.
It doesn't.
Huh?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay,
I get what you're trying to say.
Smart
you
decision.
hero ball?
No, I'm just saying. The smart decision with the Baker injury, still playing him. Smart decision. Play Case Keenum. He does well enough. It can happen. It can
But
work.
you thinking they're watching these two in practice every single week. And there's something, whether it's how the players respond or what they're actually seeing, that they think torn labor and Baker Mayfield is better than Case Keenum.
I don't understand.
I think it's a trust thing. I really do. I think
It probably is a trust. It could be that too. But that trust is coming from somewhere. Case Keenum has played with Stefanski before.
bro.
So there's something that he's seeing that is just not, they're nah.
Watching Baker play against the Ravens, I was scared for his health. The entire
he was
time.
limping. He could throw the ball far. He was just struggling.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is very apparent that he's hurt.
knee injury, groin injury, ankle injury, shoulder injury, and
y'all still like
and back injury.
And he's getting therapy.
This man got 5 injuries and he's still playing. First of all, y'all don't care about that man's health at all.
I've seen 5 injuries.
For some reason, they think that Baker Mayfield at 65, 70%, whatever percent.
That man is 5 injuries on his body right now.
Okay, whatever percent he's at, they still have some reason to think it's better.
He bordering 30, bro, like 30%.
Case Keenum is a serviceable quarterback.
Like, like a watered down Alex Smith.
He's not going to win your game, but he's not going to lose your game. Like, he's just going to maintain the game.
Watered down Alex Smith.
Your poor man's Alex Smith. Against the Ravens in that game, Lamar had his worst game. Also, all you needed was a serviceable quarterback.
In that game, that's bad coaching. Like, Baker didn't play bad in that game. That was bad play calling the entire game.
Well, no,
I'm just saying, like, you still had a chance to win, even though at the end.
Right. It was horrible play calling through the entire game.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing, but it's just frustrating to see. So,
and I agree with you.
Yeah, let's move on to the NFC if I get more frustrated. The playoffs right now, we got the Arizona Packers
10-2, bro.
Tampa Bay 3, Cowboys 4, LA Rams 5.
But that injury game, that was that injury game. Remember?
Washington 6, 49ers 7.
Both D-Hop and Kyler went there.
And then on the bubble, it's weird because like a lot of these teams have losing records.
Trash.
Eagles, Vikings, Carolina, Atlanta, and Saints are all still available.
Let's go Saints.
None of them make it.
So
somebody got to make it.
Yeah. So it's interesting because the top 5 spots in the NFC are pretty much between those 5 powerhouses, right? Mm-hmm. It depends on how they're gonna see each other. 6 and 7 is wide open for the playoffs for the NFC because Washington and 49ers are both 6 and 6. And the other teams I just announced were 6 and 7 and 5 and 7.
Yeah.
So it's still open for the 6 and 7 spot of the playoffs.
Like Washington and Dallas. Like Washington probably has the only realistic chance of overtaking the top spot. Maybe the Rams. But the Rams have to nearly play perfect football, and I think Washington has a better chance.
Washington can take the top spot.
If they beat, they have to play the Cowboys twice. I'm saying in their division, not.
Oh, I'm like, what? Well, yeah. Out of the bubble teams, Philly, Minnesota, Carolina, Atlanta, and Saints, who do you think has the best chance to make the playoffs?
Philly.
Let's go Saints.
Okay.
I believe in you, Trevor Siemian.
Philly plays Washington, Giants, Washington, Cowboys.
I see one win.
It's the Giants.
Yeah. I mean, they might grab one of those off of Washington.
Minnesota plays Steelers, Bears, Rams, Packers, Bears. I see 2 wins, and that's about it.
What the Bears both?
Bears, yeah.
I don't know. I think Bears still won.
Mm-hmm. I think
the Vikings lost to the Lions. I don't see any wins on there, honestly.
Fair enough. Carolina plays, assuming Cam Newton goes back to Cam Newton. Right. Atlanta, Bills, Buccaneers, Saints, Buccaneers. Never mind.
They could get 2 wins out of there, but that ain't gonna be good enough.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be some tough weeks of football.
Atlanta.
They suck. I think Atlanta. I know the record don't show, but I actually think Atlanta's the worst team in football.
Is it just because Matt Ryan's there?
Yeah, Panthers, 49ers. They got Lions. We're gonna find out who's worse between Lions and Falcons.
I'm telling you, the Lions can get 2 wins.
Bills and then Saints.
Okay.
And then Saints has Jets, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Panthers, Falcons.
The Saints could only. You said they
only if they can get a quarterback to play quarterback.
Jackson Mills doing not that bad. Not that bad.
They can survive
3 interceptions in 1 quarter. In the 4th quarter.
Did they win?
They lost.
Well, it's no Lamar Jackson.
No, they won, actually.
They did?
No, the Saints are on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, they lost.
Like I said, ain't no Lamar. But I want to pose a question.
Okay.
I don't know where this unbelievable team came from, but the Arizona Cardinals playoff. Does this translate?
I don't think so, man. I think it's more flash and dash. You know what I'm saying? Like
Flash and dash. Whoa.
like I think
Put a hole in his ass.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think the Cardinals are a good team, right?
We weren't saying that last week.
I will. I guess at the beginning of the season I didn't say it. Arizona Cardinals, I believe, are like the LA Clippers of football. They are they're a really good regular season team, but I do not think it'll translate into playoff success. I think Kyler Murray and
you think Kyler Murray is a Paul George?
No, I think Kyler Murray's and D Hop are, probably more Kawhi Leonard in that regard. I just don't.
You just want to call them both Zubac, don't you?
I just don't think they have enough beyond that. In terms of playoffs, you got a week off to scheme for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
You know who I like in this NFC? The Packers.
I don't. For the same reason I don't like I can't. They don't have enough, bro.
I mean, they have the guy.
I just believe in Aaron Rodgers.
He's the guy.
Nah, I just believe in Aaron.
Why though? Like,
listen, that's the same thing you're saying right now. The same thing happened in 2011, and they won. So
he's the guy.
But you hear what you just said? 2011. What year are we in right now?
10 years later.
And what has happened since then?
Still the guy.
Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady have the same amount of NFC championships.
I would say their defense now is better than their defense when they played.
No, it's not.
It's not?
They don't have anybody as dominant as Clay Matthews was then. Rashawn Gary is up and coming. The Smith brothers are average.
Dang.
Jair Alexander's hurt.
Oh.
Darnell Savage is
Clay
average.
Matthews dropped off real bad.
Oh, he got old.
He's like 35. Trying to play running back.
But yeah, but the Packers
linebacker, sorry.
They have a good supplemental deep, but I just think I think Matt LaFleur is going to get out coached anytime he has to go up against a coach that is basically if you can't get Rodgers. Why though?
But he's the guy.
Why do you believe in playoff Aaron Rodgers?
He's the guy.
Stand on?
He's the guy.
I mean,
like that's all you gotta say. Just say he's the guy. He's the guy.
But he's lost every big playoff game except one.
He doesn't have a great playoff record, but I just believe in Aaron Rodgers.
Thank you. He's the guy.
That's all I'm gonna say.
This is long-haired Aaron Rodgers.
I have no statistical evidence to back this up. I just believe in Aaron Rodgers.
For what?
Just because Aaron Rodgers.
I believe in Aaron Jones. Well, I do believe in Aaron Rodgers. But I believe that team goes more as Aaron Jones does than it does as Aaron Rodgers does. They've won plenty of games.
I'm on with the Aaron brothers. Then how about that?
They don't have enough.
And who do you guys think has the best chance of winning the AFC?
Like all in all?
Yes.
We're like going to the ship?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I still think,
as much as I want to say Baltimore, we just lost Marlon Humphrey, and that's like another injury. So
you lost Peters and Humphrey?
We lost, Humphrey.
Godly.
And
he played really well against the Browns too.
Marlon Humphrey,
but
my
it's
guy.
always for them, man. It's always been the guy for them.
But like we had Marlon, I'm not over here like looking at Chuck like, man, dude, Chuck, bro, you're gonna Marlon Humphrey's good. And
losing for the whole year is a big blow to that defense.
So out of the AFC, man,
I don't see how I can't bet against the Chiefs.
You can't, but I'm gonna go Pats. No, I'm not.
This is a bold pick.
I'm gonna say Chiefs just because I don't know that Mac Jones can do what Tom Brady did to them before and keep the ball out of Pat Mahomes' hands.
Actually, I might go Patriots because I just believe in Belichick.
You know what?
The defense is really good.
Yeah, but
the defense Baltimore, we still got you.
That's a why that makes sense.
Belichick, the defense of Belichick, you can't count against Belichick.
That defense is really good, man.
It got better. They won 7 straight. 6 straight? 7 straight. Come on now. I don't know. Defense is clicking.
I'm gonna believe in Lamar and believe Lamar is gonna click.
But I also believe in
listen.
Matt Judon and Chase Winovich. And
they won a game against the Bills, and they only have 4 passing attempts.
What?
3, even better.
We believe in Lamar. We believe this. He's gonna click today.
4 interception touch.
Lamar Jackson hasn't looked good in like 4 weeks.
Well, he had a virus. Didn't play that 1 week. Won by throwing 4 picks. Never been done before. So I don't know. That's like a
But
that's defense.
That's more of a knock on our offense than Lamar doing well.
And I'll even say this: they lost to the Steelers by wanting to win the game. So I'll give them the benefit on that one. If they just kicked, I think they would have won.
But he hasn't looked good though. He didn't look good in that game. Like I'm not discrediting because I think it was the right play call. The whole thing. I mean, I think the issue came is when they were drawing that play up, they didn't block T.J. Watt. That was stupid. Because T.J. Watt gets in his face, and that's what hurries the throw. And to be fair, I didn't even think he was gonna get the throw off. Like, like T.J. Watt, you can see is barreling down on him from his right side, and it was like low key his blind side. He wasn't looking at Mark Andrews when T.J. Watt got free. Like they didn't put a finger on him, and then he still said he throws the ball a little too far from Mark Andrews. Granted, I think Mark Andrews probably could have
leaped.
I think he could have got out there to make that catch.
But so you know what? For those reasons, I'm gonna still say Lamar. Underperforming, but it's gonna click now.
But you know what? For the same reasons that I don't think the Packers are gonna do it, the same reason Lamar doesn't necessarily translate to playoff success.
Lamar's gonna do it.
Okay.
All right. NFL awards predictions. Who you guys think gonna win MVP?
They giving it to Tom, but
It's going. Tom Brady's gonna win it.
if they really made it an MVP, Jonathan Taylor would have been the guy.
I mean,
Or Kyler Murray.
I think Kyler Murray will get it more than Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor just got hot. Granted, the nearly historical game, he got really hot. But
That's what I'm saying.
Kyler Murray been doing it all year, and you see what they look like when he's not playing.
Yep. Offensive player of the year.
Jonathan Taylor.
That's Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. Defensive player of the year.
Miles.
In a really twisted way to be that low with the defensive player of the year, it's kind of funny. But yeah, he definitely deserves it. What, you said 13 sacks? 14?
14.
T.J. Watt is leading this league in tackles for losses and sacks.
Don't care.
Okay.
Well, that's good. That's
Garrett
good.
is leading the league in sacks, and QB hits, and QB pressures.
Who leading sacks?
I know, T.J. Watt has 15.
Yeah, I'm saying. I just told you T.J. Watt is leading the league.
He's one off for sacks, but he's leading the league in QB hits and QB pressures. And
Miles Garrett, bro.
Miles Garrett's a dog. I love Miles Garrett.
Yeah. And I think Trevon Diggs probably has a say, but I don't think
Definitely a shout, though.
Yeah, a shout.
Dark horse.
Not a real chance, but yeah.
Definitely get a couple
Offensive
matches.
rookie of the year, Mac Jones or Jamar Chase.
Mac Jones.
But Jamar Chase,
has been great,
they ain't playoffs with him and Joe Burrow. I mean, they weren't saying this last season, but he was hurt though. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, the defensive rookie of the year
Parsons'
is
name.
Michael Parsons.
Called it.
Who else is even nominated?
Patrick Surtain and Odefe Owe.
Definitely Owe could get it, man. I told you, I liked him a lot coming out. I liked him more than I like Michael
really,
Parsons.
he played really, really well. Michael Parsons, though, I think he benefits off of D-Law and the other Gregory injuries.
Yeah.
Because, when they got hurt, he got more.
He got to play
more touches
on the edge,
yeah,
which is it looks like
slot,
his natural position over anything else. So
I hope they don't. I mean, I know he's versatile, but I hope they don't change him when.
I hope they don't do what the Cardinals are currently doing to Isaiah Simmons and letting him not play where he's best at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't change. Yeah,
it's working.
Yeah,
don't try to overthink it, bro.
And then the NFL comeback of the year, we got Dak Prescott, Joey Burrow, and Carson Wentz.
Dang, actually, Carson Wentz not a bad.
Nah, Joe Burrow almost lost his leg out there, and so did Dak Prescott.
I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow.
I'm gonna say Dak. Dak got them leading the division and all that, man. And you know what I'm saying? We thought Dak was dead.
All right, and then last but not least, Coach of the Year, Bill Belichick, Cliff Kingsbury, Matt LaFleur, and Mike Vrabel.
How about
Matt
Bill?
LaFleur shouldn't be up there. It should
So who?
Matt LaFleur shouldn't be up there.
That's Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers there
It's more
too.
Aaron Rodgers than Matt LaFleur.
So, but Aaron Rodgers Coach of the Year.
I think that's a toss-up, honestly, between Cliff Kingsbury and
It
Bill.
might be if Arizona keeps the number one spot. I think it's gonna be Kingsbury.
But think about this.
Well,
though.
if the Patriots number one spot too. Then
But I think it'll be because it's narrative to both sides, right? And I think Coach of the Year is just as much about narrative than it is anything else. I think Coach of the Year and MVP are the two that they like. Okay, here's some numbers, but also what's the story saying? Now the story for Bill Belichick is Tom Brady left
7-9 last year.
in the Super Bowl. Yeah, they look terrible with Cam Newton, all this and that. He spends all this money, and then they get off to a rocky start. And now they're leading their division over the Bills, who were supposed to have an MVP candidate in Josh Allen, and who were supposed to run away with the division. However, Cliff Kingsbury got his team sitting atop the whole NFC.
NFL.
Yeah, the whole NFL. Excuse me. Yeah, let me not try to discredit that man. The whole league.
Two losses, only
Two losses. And really, if AJ Green turns around, they only got one loss.
Yeah.
And he managed to win games without Kyler Murray.
I like Cliff Kingsbury.
And that house.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but
This is
Bill, bro, like that defense
Plus,
is unfair.
Bill Belichick got it already. You know what I'm saying? He got a couple of them things. Cliff Kingsbury ain't got none.
But this is without Tom.
This is without Tom. This is the first time we've seen him without Tom, and he's back at top.
Second time we've seen him without Tom. Don't just.
Well, the second successful season.
Okay, yeah.
Without Tom. So yeah. But I like Kingsbury though, man. I like Kingsbury's chances of winning it.
So that is the NFL. We also have one more story before we move on, and it's Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is in the news once again because he's a bad man. Like, in a negative way.
Dude, does he wake up like, man, how can I fuck shit up? You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you. Like, what's on the docket of fucking up today, man?
He be doing shit so unprovoked, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Should I bleach my mustache? Nah, people don't care about that no more.
No, listen. Antonio Brown is like the kid in kindergarten with the silver cavity caps.
Yes, bro.
And he just be he's always in timeout. He always got writing assignments. He's just always in trouble.
Fucking dunce.
Like, my goodness, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, you're 35 years old, bro. Stay out of the news, bro.
I mean, you on like a Super Bowl favorite team, and like you actually getting targets. Like, they look at you, man.
Tom Brady vouched for you. The GOAT. The GOAT.
Twice he vouched for you in New England. And then when he gets down to Tampa, it's like, man, bring him down here. And Bruce Arians said no at first.
My man must. I bet Tom Brady don't even look at him in the eye in the locker room. Like, motherfucker, what are you doing?
And then he tried to play like, oh, I'm vaccinated now. Like, nigga, you gave them a fake vaccine card.
They gonna like blood sample test you, bro. They gonna.
Did you see what they said? They said that they were exploring the option of even bringing him back to the team once his suspension's over.
They might cut him. But listen, all this started because Antonio Brown is a cheapskate. How you gonna bring a chef into your house and not try to pay him?
How cheap can he be? Do you not see his snap? He got like 4 cars and a golf cart.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't pay for his stay. He brought him to live with him about a week.
Waited 3 more days. He'd still be spending Oakland money.
Now you're missing 3 game checks. 3 game checks. All you gotta do is pay the guys $2,000.
Yeah, man.
Now you don't wanna. Come on now.
That's Chick-fil-A and Ice Mountain for 3 weeks, punk.
I hope he's safe for these rainy days because it's gonna be raining for the next 3 weeks. He might get cut after the next 3 weeks too.
That'd be crazy. Oh my god, if he get cut, bro, it's raps for him.
See, he ain't, man. You know what? Call Ocho. Maybe he got some science for you, bro.
Maybe he can go to Seattle. Seattle love getting old washed up wide receivers.
They got you a screenshot on your text message, bro.
Or Kansas City.
He was owed $10,000. You can't pay nobody $10,000, bro.
Now he about to miss out on like 300,000 probably.
He bet 10,000. Man, what he cooking up for 10,000?
Well, he was staying at his house. He was cooking personal meals. It was basically like his own personal chef for a week. Doing
a week, 10,000.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to think ingredients, labor, all that, and then
10,000.
Do you realize how much Antonio Brown probably eat, bro?
He probably cooking up like Gruyere and like.
And he did a catering event too. So like he did a lot. $10,000 should be nothing for you.
Catering though, that I'll give you
all the money you made in Pittsburgh. You got $10,000, bro.
If he'd have waited 3 more days, he'd have been spending a lot of money from Oakland.
So come on now.
Or Vegas.
All you gotta do is pay for your guys. The guy didn't want to have snitch.
That's the house money, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That'd have been just free money. You could still be here if you just carry my chef for 3 days, bro.
It's sad. And then also there's 2 other players on the team that did a similar thing, and they also got caught and suspended.
Can you imagine? Hey, you ain't gotta get vaccinated. I got you. Bow.
But you know what's crazy? He had to pay.
Hey, you want one too?
He had to pay for that. He had to pay for the vaccine card. The vaccine's free, my nigga.
It's free.
He's so stupid with his money.
If you want to be a cheapskate, why did you go get the free vaccine? Then they'd have gave you the vaccination card for free.
God. He paid $500 for a fake card.
Was it he paid $500?
Yeah, you gotta get the right stamps, so you gotta get the right lettering and all that stuff. So yeah, $500.
But you ain't want to just get a shot.
Hey man, if you ain't want to get it, don't get it.
Yeah, be like Cole Beasley and all them. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get it.
Don't be like Aaron Rodgers.
Don't be like Aaron Rodgers.
Don't lie.
Yeah, don't lie. Don't say you're
he
immunized.
Yeah. So, wow.
AB dickhead, bro. Grade A dickhead.
All right. Let's move on to the NBA.
Let's go. What's the first thing? I know the first thing, but they don't know the first thing. Let's let them know what the first thing is.
Lakers.
Stink.
They're trash.
Stinky.
They're not good.
In terms of Laker and their rosters, You're trash.
The Lakers, though, like, for some reason, came into this season hot. They was like, yup, LeBron, AD, we just got Russ. Everybody knew
Russ wasn't about that.
But, they picked up all these, like, shooters, ain't shooting.
I mean, Malik Monk.
Malik Monk pretty much.
Malik Monk and Melo have been good.
You know what's crazy? I think they're going to lose this game right here. And the Celtics stink, too.
I mean, it's possible, bro. I don't believe in them anymore. I don't. I have no reason.
Is LeBron playing?
Yeah, he is. He's got the game high right now, 22.
Damn.
Well, I guess Jason Tatum got 23, so he got game high. But yeah, LeBron right behind him. But yeah, like the Lakers been bad. They're 12-12 right now. It could be 13-12 after this game.
You know what's crazy, bro?
13.
Remember how we were doing our predictions, and I told y'all Lakers were going to be in the.
You said they were going to be in the play-in. Well, right now they're 6th seed, so they're in the playoffs right now.
Teetering on that line.
They are teetering.
They are right on that line. Teetering on that line.
And right above them is the Clippers. The Grizzlies are sitting 4th right now.
Props to them and John Morant. He's like second in MVP, bro. I believe.
He hasn't played the last 2 games either.
Even crazy, right?
And the Suns are number 2, of course, and then Golden State has been the hottest team in basketball.
With Kuminga back. But let's continue with this Lakers slander right now.
But the Lakers, they've just really fallen short. Losing a bunch of games that they shouldn't lose, and they just haven't really gotten into a rhythm at any point. Like you look at some of these wins. Let's see, they beat the Spurs, who are terrible. They beat the Grizzlies, and it took Ja Morant missing the last second shot. They beat the Rockets twice.
Barely.
They beat the Hornets again. LaMelo missed a game-tying 3. They beat the Heat in overtime.
Actually, Miles Bridges,
excuse me, right. They beat Heat, and it took to overtime. And then they beat the Spurs, who were bad. And they beat the Pistons twice.
They should be really competing with every
Pacers
team
in overtime. But you lose to the Kings. You drop. I mean, those Thunder losses are embarrassing.
2,
especially considering that the Thunder just lost by the most points in the NBA. Has lost by 70 to the Grizzlies. 73.
Disrespectful.
I went back and I watched that. Like, I watched the full game because I feel like the highlights didn't really do it justice. So I had to watch the full game back. That shit was absurd. I don't get how you miss that many shots as a collective team while also allowing that many. But yeah, the Lakers, man, they're bad. I don't know what they got to do to get right because Russ has been playing better, but it seems like now that Russ has started to play better, it's like Anthony Davis has been like,
And all LeBron's back, Russ, I could chill. I could, relax. I could just toss up a couple threes, I could even practice my, taking game, baseline, back in the defense. See, I could do that now.
Yeah, I'm not
fuck out of here.
6'10" forward with guard skills who can pretty much beat most fours around the rim.
And you know what's crazy, bro?
Shoot the ball.
There was an argument we had that I tried to, get, top 5 players, and a while back ago, Anthony Davis was like a top 5 player. Yeah, fuck that. He ain't even close.
He a top 5 talent player. I don't even think he top 10.
He is just not himself. I don't know what he needs to do.
You know what? Remember that interview he had when they lost? I forgot who they lost to. I think it was the Thunder or whatever. He's like, we suck. He meant to say I suck. He sucked. That's what he meant to say. He said we sucked third quarter. Anything. You suck. You sucked in the third quarter.
Yeah, granted. Yeah, the rest of the team did too. But you supposed to be that guy. Like you kind of.
He said you something.
Let me hop on Basketball Reference real quick. Take a look at it. So right now, AD is averaging 24 points, 10 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks, a steal on. See, when he takes it inside, he's shooting 53% from the field. But this man is shooting 18% from 3.
This year?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He said this year? But granted, that whole team really ain't shooting well too high from 3, aside from maybe LeBron, who's like maybe 33%.
He's hitting like little over 33, almost 34. Malik Monk shooting at like 34, and then I think Melo is at a high right now, shooting like 33, 32.
I thought it was higher than that. No,
It might be higher than that. Take a look at
Props out there, man. Y'all Lakers, fix it or fuck off.
that. But yeah, I mean, this is supposed to like not Melo. Anthony Davis should be in his athletic prime, but he's looked worse. By the way, Melo is shooting 42% from three this year. Almost for damn near 43. He's shooting 42.9. So yeah, 43%. That's why I should have made the bet about not Russ.
I wouldn't have taken that bet. I know Melo crazy.
But it's just been, the Lakers have been incredibly underwhelming, and for AD to be making almost $33 million, I expect some more, bro.
That's almost embarrassing.
Like, and I think, I'm reading the stat.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
What is?
Do we not handle a little professionalism? I say, do we not handle any of that?
He's really not helping with the point. It's terrible, man. The Lakers look bad. I hope they figure it out before. I want to say they will figure it out before the All-Star break.
They better.
There's a lot of vets on this team, and a lot of vets don't really hit that stride until about the All-Star break, going into the playoffs. So we gonna see. But it's got to get a lot better.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. I think we're gonna have like that. You don't remember when LeBron made all them trades in Cleveland? We're gonna see a lot of that.
I mean, but for who though? They ain't got a lot of money to move around.
I mean, trades. Can we segue into some possible trades? And or is there what's up next?
Since you just charged the itinerary, I guess we can go to the trades.
Oh, okay. Because you see,
I guess we can go to the trades.
Now we haven't seen these. Ali has.
Yeah. So
we haven't seen these.
So trade block, as you know, is very popular around this time for it to be shaking and stuff. The Pacers have announced that they are going into a rebuild. They are willing to move DeMontis, Karis LeVert, and Miles Turner.
Wait, where are they right now though? Before what?
They're like,
are they in the play-in at least?
No, I think they're. Never mind. It doesn't matter. They just announced the middle of the season they are doing a rebuild, which is the oddest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen. God, that's bad.
They're below the. Well, speaking of like Hawks and Knicks, whoa.
Man, these are two playoff teams last year.
Convincingly,
these two teams. Remember you said they was gonna make playoffs? Yeah. So all of their guys are available for trade. DeMontis Sabonis has obviously been is the biggest name in that. We talking about 3-time, 2-time. 3-time.
It doesn't matter. He's
multi-time All-Star.
Really good power forward.
Really, really good power forward. In terms of the East, he's probably top 5.
In the East, yeah, I see that.
Power
forwards. Just
power forwards.
Top 5 in the East.
They 5 power forwards better than DeMontis.
Are we saying Giannis is a power forward?
Yes, that's
okay.
one.
I think that's the only one you got.
Well, I was gonna say, crap. You had it in my head. But yeah, Julius Randle 2.
Debatable.
Really?
You could debate 1 or 2. Yeah, but okay, I give you Julius Randle. I'll give it to you for now.
Is Kevin Durant a power forward here?
No. He's not a power forward.
I think he's probably more of a small forward, but
it's small forward. I don't care what y'all say. They can play my power forward, but he's like Anthony Davis not a center, but you play him at your center because he's a better fit for the team. But he's a power forward.
I mean,
no.
Okay. I mean,
no.
So you're not gonna give me that. You're not gonna give that.
No, Kevin Durant's a small forward.
Guess not.
Man, you really chopped me off at the legs. That was my third.
I mean, either way, that's only 3, I think, and I think that would, even if you did count KD, that's where it would stop. I still don't agree with Julius Randle. I'd much rather have Sabonis. Julius Randle is just more athletic.
Besides that, you have nothing else. So Sabonis is top 4 power forward.
Well, I mean, Bam Adebayo.
He's a center.
I mean, they play him there. This is very.
Because I mean, even if you went down this list assuming you said KD, so it'd be KD, Thaddeus Young, Cap, Giannis.
Well, yeah, say Cap, Thaddeus Young, bro.
I think they got Montrezl Harrell running the 4 right now.
He's the center, actually.
But he's more of a center. Robert Williams is not.
Ooh, Tobias Harris.
No.
Is powerful.
No, not better than DeMontis.
Miles Bridges is running.
Hell no.
So no. Evan Mobley will be, but right now, no. John
Spicy
Collins
P?
is not. No.
You just said Pascal Siakam is better than DeMontis?
NBA champion.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
What he been doing this year? You tell me one of
last 2 years what he been doing.
Tell me one of Pascal Siakam's stats right now.
He is. What's it? 12.
Give me
12 in the.
Give me a point. Give me a point per game average. And I know
like
you ain't been
15,
watching.
I think he's doing
games.
like 15 and 6.
Oh, let me do it because he hates you.
He's 19 and 7. So you were incorrect. You ain't been watching no fucking Raptors.
That's close though.
It wasn't close.
DeMontis is not. I mean, it's
What DeMontis doing, huh?
DeMontis literally had a 16, 25, and 10 game.
Yeah, that was not a great argument.
DeMontis is literally a dog.
Yeah, it's 18, 12, and 4.
So they're almost the same.
That's
Almost the same? What?
19 and 6, 18 and 12.
we're talking about 5 more rebounds and 1 less point.
Same thing.
On much better efficiency.
You're wild.
So so I guess they're just trying to cash
It's
in.
crazy. DeMontis is younger than us. What are we doing?
I mean,
We're not 7.
we weren't born 7 feet tall.
Yeah, so
With fathers that played in the NBA.
fathers.
Yeah, Armidas Sabonis.
You said he had more than one father.
Fathers, as in all 3 of us.
Okay.
What?
What are you talking?
First you pull out the video thing, then your immaturity. Now this? Come on, man.
Hey, it's been a long
You said
Tuesday.
you tried to make a. This guy.
Come on, man.
So yeah. Anyway,
You're still wrong about DeMontis though, so don't forget about that, son.
you are wrong about
So
that.
you just gonna tuck back behind. You won't take the blame that you should be. Okay, yeah. I'll
But
take the blame.
yeah, I think what they're gonna attempt to do, and I could be wrong.
But why so early? It's only been 20 games.
I think you should have done it at the beginning of the season. If this was the plan,
Yeah, I'm
because
saying.
you had to
No.
look at your team and be like,
Because they had to play in last year.
but you have to look. If their idea of doing this is we're not going to be able to contend, we can only compete, so let's blow it up and try to cash in on our assets right now. You should do that at the beginning of the season
That's what I'm saying.
because you're not better than the Bucks, Heat, or 76ers. So the 3 teams, or
Obviously,
the
they're
Nets.
not better than 10
Yeah.
teams right now.
Hey, bro, send them to the Celtics.
That would be interesting, actually.
That starting 5 already.
But I don't know how you get that trade off the Celtics. I mean,
Marcus Smart gotta go.
And y'all still got, maybe like draft assets, so they
I
could.
think they still do. But what I think
My God, I got a trade offer right now that's crazy. Want to go to DeMontis? Pacers and Heat.
okay,
The Heat get DeMontis.
Tyler Hero got to be in that trade.
No, I think it's Duncan probably.
The Heat gives up PJ Tucker, Markieff Morris, Victor Oladipo, Gabe Vincent, Casey Acapella, and 2 first-round picks, 2024 and 2027.
I'd do that if I was Miami.
That'd be the dirtiest, like,
I would do that in a
starting
heartbeat.
5.
Nigga, what? Kyle Lowry,
Jimmy Butler, DeMontis, Bam, and whoever shooting guard they want to put in there. That's a
But that kind of kills, like,
you have. I mean,
like the bench production.
but your bench production is Tyler Hero anyway.
Yeah.
I'm saying he gets off 20 points.
Gabe Vincent ain't doing it, nigga. KZ Okpala is a nice piece. The only other bench piece that you had, you traded away to the Raptors last year to get Kyle Lowry.
That'd be crazy. Heat pick up him.
That
I got another DeMontis trade.
okay.
I don't like this one. Pacers and Clippers, Luke Kennard and Zubac.
Cap. They're not doing
Is
that.
there a
no
draft?
picks?
Nope.
They might we rebuilding. No picks.
Oh, this is an even worse trade. DeMontis and Pacers and Nets.
No.
LaMarcus Aldridge, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, and Cam Thomas.
No. I
Draft?
mean, Cam Thomas is
No.
cool, but he's not going to be that guy. He was really
You
fun.
can't really do a rebuild where you got 3 old niggas.
Yeah, Cam Thomas was really fun at LSU, but like
LaMarcus Aldridge coming off an awful heart condition. Blake Griffin dropped.
Then
Joe Harris hasn't been the same.
He's injured actually too. So
since the 3-point shootout he won, he hadn't been that guy.
Because he finished out. It was just when they was like, "Hey, we need you to make these same shots you've been making all year in the playoffs." He was like, "Nah."
I'm sorry, it's different. You know how you wash dishes and then mom was like, "Wash your dishes." Like now I don't wash dishes. That's how Joe Harris was. Don't tell me to shoot threes. I'm gonna shoot threes. They not actually telling me to shoot threes. I'm not gonna shoot no more threes.
And then,
that's how Joe Harris.
You know the real was too. Bruce Brown made a 3, and he was like, "I can do the same shit he's doing." I don't know. I think with if I'm Indiana, if I'm blowing this up, I think I'm gonna try to trade Domantas Sabonis for 2 high-level role players.
That's your best player to trade right now.
Yeah, you got to get a pick no matter what.
But I don't know that you get the picks with Sabonis. I think you use Miles Turner and Karis.
You forgot to.
Well, no, first rounders. Because listen, if you trade Domantas Sabonis, you can get back 2 players, and a player who's already in the NBA is more valuable than because you're probably not going to be able to trade Domantas Sabonis to like a terrible team.
Yeah, that's true.
So you gonna have you be trading him to a mid-tier to contender, which means that pick is gonna be somewhere between like 15, maybe 14, and like 25.
Oladipo back in Indiana.
But yeah, like you trade him, you get maybe a young player and a high-level rotational piece for depth, and maybe that young player develops into something. And then Miles Turner and Karis LeVert turn into your first-round picks, and you just hope that you can draft a star.
I got you. LA, get Karis. You're welcome.
Well, Lakers or Clippers?
Lakers, my bad.
How would they make it work? I'm pretty sure Karis LeVert getting the bag.
Well, like $22 million ain't crazy, I think. You gotta be at 20-something million, right? Fact check, please.
3 years, $52 million. So 17.5 a year.
So yeah, you could definitely like.
Ooh, I got another Domantas trade.
Okay.
With the Warriors.
That would be filthy. It doesn't even matter who it's
Wiseman's probably in the trade.
Wiseman, Kuminga, and Moody for Sabonis.
I'm not doing it.
I don't know if I'm
You're not doing that?
That's
me, the Warriors. I'm not doing it. That's like the future.
That's a lot to give up.
That's a lot.
Listen, Steph Curry got like a 3, 4, 5 year window. If you want to win now, I'm taking Sabonis right now.
You still got an incoming Clay though.
If I want to win now, I'm taking Sabonis.
How are you not like throwing Wiggins in there?
No, nah. I'll keep it Wiggins. Wiggins having a good year.
That's probably the most balanced trade for both teams.
You got all these are 2-3 players that came in the last 2 years.
All got high upside. Moses Moody is a dog. Jonathan Kuminga is the best defensive player in this draft, and James Wiseman, when he's been able to play, has shown that he can be a
I'm keeping Kuminga, tossing Scotto Anderson.
I mean,
you're welcome. I saved the trade.
You probably have to give up a pick for that.
Okay, that's cool. I'll do that. I'll give him.
If I'm Golden State, I'm trying to get Sabonis.
Dude, you telling me with the hot shooter they have now, and he can actually shoot too. Not like a great shooter, but like he gets. Like, he doesn't have to be in the post all the time. Like, he's a good balance.
Why do they throw Kevin Looney in this shit? Like, why do they got to give up
Kevin Looney is now a valuable asset.
No!
They want, Indiana wants youth and or picks.
Yeah, so.
And if you can sell them, I mean, particularly.
Sabonis to the Warriors? Dude.
What's starting 5 with everybody healthy?
Sabonis, Draymond Green, Wiggins.
Steph, Clay.
I would put Poole and put Clay off the bench until he gets, like, really.
Well, you said assuming everybody's healthy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then.
Yeah, so Steph, Clay, probably Wiggins, Sabonis, or Green and Sabonis.
Yeah, Green at 4 and Sabonis at 5.
That would be nuts.
They're already
great. Oh, Draymond Green at 5 because he can't really shoot. So, yeah.
I heard that,
yeah. Dude, that's
filthy.
That is a lineup.
That's a filthy.
The defense got way much
With
better.
Jordan Poole coming off the
The defense has got better because Sabonis is a great defender at his position for 4 and 5. And he can shoot the mid range. He's a decent 3-point shooter, and he got a really good post game.
You really got to reach
the pick and roll with him is gonna be amazing. With him and Steph Curry, come on now.
You would really have to reach into that depth though. If you trade all those guys away.
I mean, besides Kuminga, who else? Do Moody get playing time like that?
Yeah, you get a fair bit. I mean, I guess you still got Iguodala and
I forgot they got Otto Porter. Oh man,
bro, they're set, bro. This is they just traded out their future for they got.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I mean, Bielitsa can still play high minutes for them.
If you're Golden State, you have to take that trade. I'm sorry.
I think I would. Yeah, I would probably do it. I would probably do it from Indiana too. Honestly,
you gotta take that trade.
Especially if they
Steph Curry got a small window. I mean, I know he's still great, but like he still got a small window. He's 30 34.
Yeah,
Hey,
especially if you can get something decent for
peep game.
Karis LeVert. What?
Suns trade Aiden for
They didn't
Sabonis.
give him no extension.
Boom.
I don't know.
I mean,
Why would you keep a guy that's not going to sign an extension?
and if your plans to get rid of Miles Turner anyway,
2 birds, 1 stone.
I got Dallas trade for. Oh, it's not the Sabonis, but it's some different.
okay.
Dallas receives Harrison Barnes and Marvin Bagley for Tim Hardaway Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Willie Cauley-Stein, and 2 second-round picks.
Harrison Barnes back in Dallas.
Yeah,
Would you, if you're GM taking that trade for?
I think it's the most lateral
Dallas, for
nothing trade ever.
if I'm Dallas, probably.
It's a nothing trade. I'm cool. Harrison Barnes.
I mean, Harrison Barnes is another.
I'm gonna
he's
use an
better.
He's
He's better than Tim Hardaway.
He doesn't thread the needle.
And they take on the Marvin Bagley
You
experience.
tell me you wouldn't have Harrison Barnes over Tim Hardaway Jr.
Like I said, it's like the most nothing trade. It doesn't do nothing.
Maybe they feel like they can get the most out of Marvin Bagley.
I got a weird Phoenix Suns trade. I want to check this.
Okay.
Phoenix receives Thaddeus Young for in San Antonio for Dario Saric. Jalen Smith, a first round pick 2024 and a second round pick 25.
I pick up Dario Saric. I think he's a great player.
And he's a great shooter. I really like Jalen Smith a lot coming out of Maryland. I don't know what happened with him and the Suns and why it didn't work out. I guess DeAndre Ayton blossoming into the player he is. Maybe, but like, I mean, I think that's a more lateral trade than anything. I mean, it gives the Suns some more shooting, sure, but like, has that really been a problem for them? Not really.
But
Like, it's not a huge need, you know? Like, they've been able to get by just fine without it.
I got another trade.
Okay.
This is straight up nothing trade. Marvin Bagley and Robert Covington switch.
That's literally nothing.
First round pick for.
To who?
So Portland gets Marvin Bagley and a first round pick of 2022 protected.
Lottery protected?
Yeah.
dang, bro. I really do. I love Robert Covington.
I think Marvin Bagley got good basketball in him too, bro. I really do. I just think Sacramento is a life sucker, bro.
I won't lie. I think the Lakers should go after Robert Covington. 3-and-D, and I mean, like
They can shoot,
top 3-and-D guy to have.
Yeah.
And like consistent shooter too, bro.
I got one for Minnesota and Portland.
Okay.
Minnesota receives Larry Nance Jr. and Portland receives Josh Okogie, Drake Layman, and a lottery pick, first round pick.
Nothing
I
trade.
think they like Josh Okogie's defense more than they like Larry Nance's ability to dunk the ball.
I feel so bad for Larry Nance.
He should still be in Cleveland. I mean, don't get me wrong, team's been great, but if we could have did that without giving him up,
Yes, and that is so far the trade scenarios I have.
I mean, yeah.
I also have a list who can be traded, who can't be traded, and who think should be traded. Like,
Okay. All right, let's hear it.
John Wall.
Bro, yeah, trade him. Let him play basketball again. Like,
I think John Wall and the Lakers will be a very, very good fit.
send Russ back to Houston.
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind. He'd be like, "What the? How come I back here?"
Punish his ass for playing not helping us away.
But does the Lakers
Like,
like?
if I could trade Anthony Davis, man.
Okay, you're getting out of
Wow. That is a hot take I ever heard one.
Yeah,
What for Sabonis?
low key, yeah.
If I'm against Sabonis, yeah, I would do that. But LeBron and they
LeBron would be pissed.
Lakers should get Robert Covington and Karis LeVert. That would make your team.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be harder to get Karis LeVert. I don't think it's impossible.
They have a lot of aging people. They're trying to rebuild too. So like,
Yeah, and
Karis LeVert- but
if you
Karis
throw
LeVert
in,
ready to go right now, though.
if you throw in Taylor Horton Tucker, it's you take that.
They're not going to try to trade Taylor Horton Tucker.
They take that.
for Karis, I'm taking that.
I don't think they want to do that. I think the Lakers like Taylor Horton Tucker too much. I think they like his. I think
The
we're
Lakers
seeing-
like winning.
Yeah, but I think we're seeing we're seeing what Karis LeVert is. I think they think Taylor Horton Tucker can be better than that.
Get those two, LA, Covington and LeVert. That's going to win you ships. You're welcome.
James Harden has an expiring contract, but he's not going nowhere.
You think
Kyrie
so?
Irving, he moves.
Who the fuck?
They're not lifting no mandate for this man.
They're not. New York is not playing.
Philadelphia might on the move. Portland might be on the block.
I think
Knicks. So like,
I think now that Portland's made it pretty clear with their moves of getting rid of the GM and they saying whatever GM they bring in, don't offer Dame an extension. I guess they made it pretty clear what they want there.
Let's do a little segue to Dame real quick because she brought him up. This man won $107 million for 2 years. That's a 53.5.
Drunk.
He out of his fucking mind.
Drunk.
I love Dame, but you're out of your rabbit ass mind.
He's one of my favorite players. $50 million is,
You know what?
Giannis, Bron, KD money. That's it.
I won't say Bron money.
That's true. He's old.
He's out of
He's right. It probably low key ain't KD money. It's
premium,
Giannis
bro.
money.
This is the premium for making NBA top 75. I'm NBA top 75. I earned this.
No, Giannis is probably the only player in this league that can earn that money right now. Because he's only 27, and
Very true. Wow.
he just turned 27 yesterday.
That's
So
crazy, bro. Giannis is 27 years old.
exactly, he's only 2 years old.
2 MVPs, a DPOY,
Finals
NBA championship,
Finals
MVP.
Most improved.
Did he most improved?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Most.
That's when it all started. That's when it all started clicking to him.
Jason Kidd don't get enough credit for what he did for Giannis.
Thank you. That's why I think he's going to be a great coach in
I
Dallas.
think they did him dirty, Jason Kidd.
The Milwaukee absolutely did him dirty.
They gave him no chance to rebuild that team at all.
Like the team sucked. Like what did you want him to do? You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as he get there, OJ Mayo get kicked out. And he was already old, and you know
OJ Mayo,
they make the move to get Chris Middleton, but Giannis still hadn't become who he is. Like, what did you want from them?
Yeah. Bradley Beal, who think he gets moved?
Nope. The way that team playing, no.
They are playing kind of well.
They're number 4, right?
No, number 3 or 5. 5.
5. Okay, that was close. That's still a decent season, but
They won the trade, huh?
Did you really know that?
The Wizards?
Yeah. Thus far, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're all clicking right now, and then the Lakers are not.
I mean, but they traded a bunch of role players. Of course, they're clicking right now.
Bradley Beal as the guy with a bunch of like quality role plays.
You guys still think A should get moved?
Who?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, he should.
If he's not re-signing, yeah, at least like count your losses. But because now everybody knows he's not signing, you're not gonna get good
You ain't
assets.
never say you ain't gonna get much.
If anything, you get you could get Miles Turner in return, that'd be alright.
I mean, it was essentially DeAndre Ayton, less athletic, but you trading in the athleticism for a 3-point shot. So
exactly. So you know,
that's balance.
you can probably get a second rounder too if you want that.
Yeah, because you can sell him that he's better.
All right. Last thing on the NBA list, we want to talk about the thing they made earlier today. NBA has had released a statement about the consequences of unvaccinated players in the NBA. If you leave the country, good luck trying to come back because you ain't gonna come back.
So if you're unvaccinated,
yeah, if you're unvaccinated.
Ooh.
So Canada has agreed to open up their borders for the NBA games.
Right.
So basically, if your team plays in Canada against the Raptors,
I'm about to say any team.
if you're unvaccinated, the prime minister was like, "Nah, bro, you ain't bringing that shit here."
My boy Trudeau
Yeah.
said, nah.
Nah. If I don't see no vax card, no real
No real vax
Yeah,
card.
so
No Antonio Brown.
they said if they catch any unvaccinated player in Canada, there will be suspension, there will be fines, there will be.
So that's what Wiggins and
Wiggins is vaccinated.
Kyrie.
Oh, he did get vaccinated.
Yeah, remember that's what because California has a strict mandate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Well, I mean, shit, he ain't playing basketball, so he ain't got no reason to be in Canada.
Yeah.
Man, look what he's doing. He is
Staying in
like.
shape. I hope so, man.
I mean,
He was at a football game, so
I think Kyrie just be like casually going to like parks and hooping, and I think he
casually
like
affect everyone there. It's okay.
he don't care. He otherworldly,
Casually
man.
spreading the sickness around.
My man beyond the conscious thinker, bro.
Man, dang,
But
you
yeah.
should do with your human body.
That wraps up the first half of our show. We'll be right back after this commercial break.